Hello everyone, and welcome to English 102. My name is Alicia Walton, and I'm going to be your instructor for this semester. Today I'm going to go over, very briefly, how our page will work and what you can expect in the first 5 weeks. So what you're looking at right now is the front page or the home page for our Blackboard. This is where you're going to see our announcements. From here, you'll also notice to the left, there's buttons such as the announcements, which brings you right back to here, the course document, which if you select it, will take you to a downloadable document that goes over what this course, how it aligns with the university and how it aligns with basically regulations to make sure that it's accredited. And then you'll see the instructor info link. Within this link, you can see my information. This is my email address, my office location, which I will not be at this semester because I'm going to be online with you, and my office hours, as well as a link to my YouTube page. If you ever need to contact me or set up an appointment, just reach out, send me an email, and we can align, and we can either meet up via WebEx, or we can have a phone call. I'm also happy to try to go ahead and resolve problems with you via email as long as it doesn't take more than 3 to 4 emails. Sometimes it's best just to go ahead and try to solve things over the phone if it gets past that. Next up, we have the syllabus. If you click here, it takes you to a larger set of documents. Please take some time and go through this, and let me know if you have any questions. After you go through the syllabus, I'd like you to take a look at the schedule. The schedule is just a downloadable document that when you download it, it should look something like this. So all I have available for at this time is the first 5 weeks of our course. Our course is broken down into 3 5-week sections: Essay 1, Essay 2, and Essay 3. We start out with Essay 1, so I call it Essay 1, Section 1. Here I have the first 5 weeks laid out for you. Essentially what we do in this first 5 weeks is we spend time week by week building out an essay instead of just writing one immediately or giving you an assignment from off the bat. We build it piece by piece. Now you will have a time come when you have to write a first draft. But by that point, you will have already done some research and written a thesis statement. So again, it's piece by piece. By the end of the 5 weeks, you will have written Essay 1. It's a really interesting approach, and it's one that seems to be rather successful with our English 102 students. So, as I've mentioned, the first 5 weeks, they're all in one section, and I have each of the week's activities laid out here. So, example, week 1. We have column 1 with week and dates. So the week starts out on a Monday and it ends on a Sunday for this course. Most activities, or excuse me, most assignments are due on a Sunday by midnight. Almost everything in this class is due by Sunday at midnight, with few exceptions. So for the first week, we don't have any readings. And there's the reading section. In the overview work section, I just give a high-level overview of what work we will be doing for the week. This doesn't necessarily include everything, but it's a general idea so that you can look at this and say, okay, I know we're going to be busier this week than the next week, and kind of maybe plan accordingly. Then you have the due dates. Again, every Sunday there's work due. And there is an exception or two. First off, the introduction discussion board post, you'll have to turn on the first post, your initial post, on the 26th, and your responses on the 30th. So that's an exception to the rule. Otherwise, Sunday. So take a look through here and let me know if you have any questions. This is a link that you click that if you need to email me, you click it and then you're able to email me from there. Now, I would show you what that looks like, but if I do it, it looks entirely different. This links directly to the discussion board. It's not something that you should need too often, but it's something that you could use if you wanted. And that's so that you can look at your grades. Let's scroll down just a bit more and look at what I was talking about before. So, our course is 15 weeks long. It's divided into 3 sections, so 5 weeks per section. Essay 1, excuse me, Essay 1, the first 5 weeks, I have all of those weeks open. Essay 2, these are all closed. Essay 3, these are all closed. I will open these up the week before it begins in case you happen to be finished with all of Essay 1 and you want to get a head start on this, and I'll do the same with Essay 3. But for now, this is how we have it set up. I think 5 weeks worth of work is plenty for you to begin with. And having this open a week early should give you enough of a head start. Now I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if you look here under Essay 1, it has, if you look at it, that it'll open up tomorrow at 8 a.m. Of course, I can go ahead and click on it because I'm your instructor and I can see it. So tomorrow morning, once you get my email, as you'll receive an email from me every week, just giving you a rundown of what the expectations are for the week, some helpful advice, and any other things I can think of that might help you out. You'll be able to access all of these folders by tomorrow. When you click on the folder, you'll be able to see an overview at the top. It's called Context and Instructions. Context, just to give you an idea of what I'm thinking of here in terms of how you should be considering what we're doing. And then instructions, as in direct instructions of what you need to be doing and when it's due. The weekly objectives connect our work directly back to the objectives for the class. So you can read through these if you like. You don't have to, but if you're curious as to how it connects back to what our objectives are for the class and how that connects back to, again, the objectives for the accreditation for the course and within the university, that'll help you understand that. Then, if you scroll down a bit further, you'll see that we start going into the activities. So the first thing you're expected to do is introduce yourself to the class on the discussion board. There's a link so that you can do that right here. Then the next instruction is that you view a video. There's a video for you to do that. And then after that, you're to complete an assignment and submit the work below. So here's Essay 1, Assignment 1. And you should respond to this and submit it by the Sunday it's been assigned. And if there's any confusion as to when it's due, the due date is within the context and instructions section. So it's due 8:30 by midnight. So August 30th by midnight. For the discussion board post, the instructions are listed here. When you click on Introductions, you will have to click the button Create Thread, and then you'll see the instructions again. You type in your subject line, you type in your response, and then you click Submit. And you're finished. And that is week 1. Now, if you find yourself getting ahead of work and you've finished record time and you want to go ahead and move on ahead, I encourage you to move on to the week 2 work. That's the point of having all 5 weeks open. If you have questions and you're working on week 2 and it is week 1, you're more than welcome to ask questions about week 2. However, I do not want you skipping ahead to week 2 or week 3 and doing so before you complete the work for week 1. So make sure you complete all of the previous work from the week before you go into the next week. So complete everything in week 1 and week 2 before you go to week 3. With all that said, I look forward to working with you this semester, and I hope you have a wonderful first week. Please reach out to me if you have any questions, and take care.